Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. We have a 2-2 for you all here on Vox Farmland. A vanilla Company Heroes 2 Matt, I believe, was added with the American expansion, basically. Let's go through the players. Representing the United States, we have Local Lieutenant Dan without a commander choice, and Untercommander also without a commander choice. I imagine they'll pick something here shortly. Representing the Axis, we have Fortune Blouse going straight to the game with Leichter Division and starting with a Kampfkraft Center. How fascinating! Going for double Volks Grenadier. This should be interesting. We also have Chewie playing out the gate with Infanterie Division for the Wehrmacht. Going for a more basic 1-1-1 start. Pioneer, Volks Grenadier, Intergrenadier. Let's see how this turns out. Double American versus double Wehrmacht. Oh, we also have a command choice here for Local Lieutenant Dan. Looks like it's Ranger. Ranger is generally a pretty good one. Can do a lot of various things to support and supplement. But the Fortune Blouse going for no infantry Baracken early on and going straight for just Volks Grenadiers is a very interesting one. As the Wehrmacht, you can technically do it. You don't need to get the Baracken to get most of your basic equipment. You can get MT-34s and Volks Grenadiers from the HQ building after all. Also, so that the first shots have been fired down here by the southern field point. Probably would be the northern field point, but I've kind of inverted the map at the moment. Because I tend to have the Allies come in from the west and the Soviets in from the east. That's generally how I set it up. Oh, it looks like we also have a command chest here from the Winter Command. I think that's armor. That is indeed armor. The Americans are trying to outflank these Pioneers. Volks Grenadiers and Pioneers are falling back briefly. And we have several more Volks Grenadiers arriving for the Wehrmacht on this flank. Also, Kugelwagen and MT-42 coming out. One of the unique Kugelwagen variants available to Leichter. Normally it arrives with an MT-34, I believe. But certain commanders, mostly in the Waffen-SS, can get it with an MT-42. Ooh, yeah, actually doing pretty decent here against the Volks Grenadier. Forced them back. Yeah, well, the Grenadiers are still rushing up to the front line. We have an engagement on the southern flank between the Riflemen and the Volks Grenadier. Good Brandflasche right there, but Pineapple in return. Also, the Brandflasche, they only got one kill. That's pretty unlucky. Pioneers and Volks Grenadiers are trying to get some threats up on the rear echelon, though. Oh, you don't want to try and do that while under fire. You don't have enough for a grenade. Brandflasche going out. Hitting right on the rear echelon. And actually allows the Germans to take the point. Kugelwagen shows up, but he lost its gunner. Forcing it back for repairs. Oh, but Rifle Grey hits it. It's still alive, though. Pioneers pushing up. And also Kugelwagen is still able to repair, though. So the Germans might be able to hold the southern flank, while the Germans have had some issues on the northern flank here thanks to the armored infantry. You also have an MT-42 coming out here for the Infanterie Division. Open Blitz arriving with some Panzer Grenadier. One of the unique things you can do very quickly as Leichter. You can get this Panzer Regiment out. I forgot what they're called, but generally you have to get the Baracken to get them, but I guess you can just call them in with the Open Blitz here. They're a pretty good squad that can be upgraded for variety of tasks. You can also repair vehicles, actually. Kugelwagen has to be cautious. You also have a machine gun running for the United States on the northern flank. Rangers only relying on riflemen at the moment. 84-2 flanking. Get some good shots in. Almost readying the entire squad thanks to the MT-42. And squad down. So good job there for the Leichter Division. We have a Volks Grenadier up on the north flank being overrun here by riflemen. And cut down. Only one Volks Grenadier Pioneer and the MT-42 left. But the Leichter Division is being very aggressive here. Panzer Grenadiers are being equipped with an MT-34. Very nice choice. Pioneers are still holding up. Nothing else around here though. Well, looks like the Open Blitz is staying around as a repair and reinforce position. And the 42 is going to be set up here by the Wehrmacht. Ooh, Gewaltlandung killing an American squad. Being shot in on the American 30 cal inside the building here. Which is not firing, now it's firing. There we go, took it a little bit. Those Volks Grenadiers have to fall back because of it. But it looks like the Germans are pushing very aggressively here thanks to their Thanks to their Panzergrenadier. Americans have secured one of the points though. But the Volksgrenadiers are coming back to the front line. We might be in for a very interesting little match here. Not often I see 2 on Vox farmlands that much anymore, but it's a very good map, very open and wide. House from in plenty of potential flank options. The Americans are definitely having a little bit of a harder time. Vertical coming up here looks like it's the air-cooled version. The MG34 model. Sandbags here by the Volksgrenadier, and looks like the Panzergrenadier's already got some shots in with the MG34. Americans has to be caught. Oh! And vertical inside the building there. Pullback has to pull back because of that. And Panzergrenadiers might not want to stay in that position for too long. Keep that pulling back. Not a lot of stuff on the northern flank for the Germans. More Grenadiers coming. We also have armored riflemen arriving. The 3rd Infantry is a unique squad available to US armor. They're really good at working alongside vehicles. Oh, grease guns on the riflemen. Pretty good in this kind of close-range engagement. But I think the Germans just have too much automatic firepower at the moment. Especially with the NG-34. Also, a shoe mine has been prepared. And rifleman squad killed down. Germans are getting a lot of good kills done here today. We also have a fighting position being established here by the United States. Being equipped with a 50 caliber. And the infantry is trying to push here. Sturmgewehr equipped on the Volksgrenadier. Unique upgrade for them if you're playing as infantry. Can really make your Volksgrenadier a very good force to work. Like the Sturmgewehrs can just boost the squad up so much. Armored riflemen coming up here with a BAR. For the Sturmgewehrs, we should be able to cut them down. Ooh, Pineapple is going out though. And the BAR's coming around. Oh, I think the Americans might kill him. Yep. Can the... Oh, the Americans might even be able to kill the Pioneers thanks to the BAR. The BAR is a very potent well, not submachine gun, battle rifle, I think it's called. That's an automatic rifle. Also looks like we have Thompsons handed out to the Volksgrenadier, which is the unique upgrade to Volksgrenadiers if you're playing as Leichte. Although I'm not sure how many Germans actually use the Thompson, because it was very hard to procure ammunition for. 2-1 on the field, becoming a 2-2 soon. Stormtroopers is also being prepared now by the German infantry, one of the unique squads available to them. Command steward on the field for the United States Armored Company. Americans still having a hard time getting up on the southern fuel here. Panzergrenadiers are holding up the front line here alongside the Pioneers. Volksgrenadiers are going to flank the vertical. Getting a good button flash in there in the building. And cutting down the American riflemen. Americans are suffering very heavily today. We do have a Jeep with a 50 caliber here. Looks like also the Kubelwagen went down.
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
Now the steward is definitely going to be a problem for the Germans, unless they have anything to stop it, because it looks like the 2-2 went down to the steward. Tank is also being prepared now by the German infantry, they probably need it. And the stewards just keep shelling in. When going in and the Panzergrenadiers forced him out in the open. Already moving from cover to cover, good to see. Volksgrenadiers moving up here with another grenade. Well, the stewards just being a problem here for the German infantry division. They lack the equipment to deal with it reliably at the front. That's why the pack will come in. Panzergrenadiers are also being healed up here by the Opel Blitz, operating as a forward operating post. It's actually been upgraded with the reinforceability, increasing its reinforced radius to 30 meters, which is actually pretty far. You can actually keep it fairly safe. We also have an MG42 now finally arriving for the... Like it looks like they teched back to essentially get their more infantry options. and support weaponry. Marksman rifle here provided to the rifleman. Unique upgrade if you're playing as ranger. Anyway, it looks like American armor has really pushed far up. But the Pack 40 has finally arrived. The Germans need to make some more moves. Big German push here for the munitions point. 24-2 go inside the building. And the MT-34 armed Panzergrenadiers definitely do a lot of work. Looks like the Pack did not hit the Stuart yet. The 4-2 targeted, and the stormtroopers need to be very cautious. Nail deep with a 50 caliber here, and also a half-track with Rangers arriving. The likely Vision doesn't have a lot of AT equipment on him. The half-track could be a problem unless it gets too close. Stormtroopers have to fall back again thanks to the armored infantry near the command steward. Like the armored infantry for the 3rd Infantry Division is pretty damn good, by the way. That's something I'd underestimate. Probably some of the better American rifleman squads you can get. 24-2 opening up at the half-track, but the half-track is on the furthest range. Rangers are trying to get closer. Panzergrenadiers are trying to push up, though. They don't have any AT equipment on it. They're being cut down. They're trying to get the Panzerbüchse, but it might be too late at that point. And well, deep up here got lost its gunner, though. Rangers are driving around. Oh, they're trying to hunt down the Panzergrenadiers. Oh, and they cut them down. One flash going in on the half-track. Killed the gunner and almost killed the Rangers, but the Rangers are still cutting through everything. Very good flank there from the United States Rangers. Really helped them save that front line. Stuart now opening fire on the building with the MT-42. It looks like the Infantry Division is preparing for a counter-attack. Moving up with a Panzer IV F1. Have to act quick though. The Americans are already dogging with a 50 caliber precision. But the F1 can just chew through that if it can get close. MT-42 also equipped here on the Grenadier. We'll probably have waited a bit and just gotten the MT-42 with 100 rounds. It's just overall a better thing if you're playing as infantry. Ooh, Germans are losing a lot of troops though. Man's just coming back. Yeah, for that's cut for some Americans there though. Needs to act quick. The Germans have lost a lot of territory very rapidly. And like the division has lost a lot of units. And Panzergrenadiers have been called in to try and make up the loss. But I think the Germans might be facing a losing situation here. We also have a 2-2-1 arriving. Being upgraded to a 2-2-2. No big surprise there. Good autocannon for dealing with the 50 caliber. Like someone hit the shoe mine. Didn't do a lot of damage though. Germans are trying to Americans are trying to get in with a lot of 50 caliber positions. Rangers now present though with a double BAR. That's a pretty potent Ranger squad. Panzergrenadiers moving up. They don't have any specialized weaponry yet. So we're gonna have double 2-2-2. F1 is having a fight with the Stuart. But we have a command Sherman arriving, which will be able to cut through the F1 pretty handily. Ooh, not looking good here. Needs to focus on the Sherman. Smoke popped. Very nice. Very smart. Very smart, I mean. The 2 is now prepared with his also cannon. Rifle there going in though and hitting it. Second 2-2-1 arriving, which is also probably going to become a 2-2-2. Artillery going in on the Infantry Division's T-42 position. Of course that builds a bit of flame. And F1 being immobilized by the artillery strike as well. Stormtroopers being killed. Oh, the Germans are losing pretty handily here. F1 got a penetration, but so did the Sherman. I think Sherman has higher... Yeah, Sherman has faster rate of fire, though. Panzerfausto, killing the command Sherman.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
The captain be able to get away. Doesn't look like it. Cut down by the Grenadier. Able to the armored vehicles for the Germans are still present. They just need to get prepared.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Stuart arriving for the Rangers soon, which could be a problem for the 222s. They have to get through that 50 caliber though. They don't have a Radpanzer enabled. More Panzer Grenadiers are arriving as well. And Stuart calling in some artillery. And 221s are now preparing their move. Rangers down here. And a 50 caliber half track. Which the 222 really has the target down. Really has to focus on the 50 caliber. Or else that happens. One down though. The 50 calibers are very potent against the against the armored cars, as you can see.
Captain just took the battlefield.
When the Rangers have just killed everything again. That's not looking good here for the Germans at all.
Listen up.
Another Sherman also riding for the Ranger Company. No, that's the armor company, my bad.
Send your orders.
The 2's doing his best to keep the Americans at bay, but the 57 is setting up. Oh, not looking good there. I think the 222 might go down here. Who managed to hide briefly. Hack is doing its best here, but it's not able to hold the front line. We also have a Hetzer arriving here for the Infantry Division. A small diminutive tank hunter available to certain German commanders. The 2 went down. Light Division has lost practically everything, and at this point the Germans pull back. Looks like the rapid maneuvers here just wasn't enough to stop the Americans as they push through. I definitely like the maneuver there with the half track going through. That was probably what won the Americans and flank entirely. I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye bye.